nationwide is on your side. Yeah. I'm trying out this new microphone thing that people are doing, right? But instead of clipping it on my shirt, I'm clipping it on my hair. Let's go. What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Amber, and we about to do a Q&A. And let me just say, I've been trying really hard to stay consistent on here, mostly with my shorts, but with the videos, oh my God, I keep running into problems. I mean, editors keep disappearing. And then honestly, I'm trying out a new camera and I lost so many files. Like if the camera dies, which I just found out, while it's recording, that footage is gone. It's gone. It's really sad. Anyway, I'm out here doing my best. But also I wanted to tell y'all that I can't uphold the level of editing that I wanted to. Like I really just can't. I don't have it in me. I'm not that skilled. And like I said, editors are being inconsistent. So I'm gonna try out this new thing of me just barely doing edits because I'm not, you know what I mean? I don't really have that. But I also want to test out longer form videos because y'all know I like to talk to y'all. I like to come with facts and all of that. Listen, I wanted to do a podcast and then I just kept getting busy. And then podcasts got so popular that I'm like, I can't just jump on the bandwagon when everybody's doing it. But that was something that I wanted to do a long time ago. Back when Shan and Jared started theirs, we all bought the equipment at the same time and I didn't use it. Anyway, today we're gonna do a Q&A. I asked y'all on my Instagram to give me some good questions because I wanna get deep with y'all and honest with y'all and vulnerable with y'all and all of the things. You feel me? It's been a while, so I feel like we gotta do it big. You know what I mean? What would you do if you knew coming out meant you'd lose everything that you value in life? To me, that depends on what you value, right? When I came out, I knew that there was a risk that my family wouldn't mess with me, that I was gonna lose all the friends or whatever, but then I had to do it for myself, right? So I knew that that was a thing, but I also knew that I was gonna be okay because I found chosen family and I found friends within that new version of me that supported and loved me. So that I knew I was gonna be okay no matter what. So it really is, do you value yourself enough to see if the other people value enough to have you in their life no matter what? Of course, most of these questions are asking me about my love life, so let's talk about it. Are you single? Yes, I'm single. Do I want to be single? No. But let me just be real with y'all for a minute, okay? I've been through some stuff, all right? And I know that there's, like, people have sent me some stuff. People talk about my love life and they talk about me and stuff like that on the internet like crazy, and they're so far off from the truth. I'm just gonna say, like, when I'm in a relationship, it's hard for me to get a connection, and when I do, I really try to make it work. And a lot of times I stay too long and I got burnt and I got hurt so bad. The last 2 times that I was in relationships, I got hurt so bad that I'm over here like, nah, I'm about to be single forever. You know what I'm saying? You know when that burn really hurts? And I've realized that I've put up, you know, some walls, and some of those walls have been really hard for other people to like be able to climb and stuff like that. And I'm working on that, right? But it really is me protecting myself, but also because I am trying to avoid things that I've run into before, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So in the past couple years, I have been dating openly. Like I tried a relationship at one point in time and it didn't work out for me. I got really, really hurt. That sucked. But for the most part, I've been dating openly. And this is because like I want to feel like I'm really got a connection or a vibe, or me and somebody's daughter are on the same page or whatever before me pursuing anything else. Because at this point in time, I'm grown, right? And so I really feel like the next person that I'm gonna be with is my person, right? Well, that's what I'm aiming for. So I'd really rather not commit until I feel fulfilled in certain ways. So I've been healing, I've been working on myself. I just want to be the best version of myself for me, and then also for whoever my future partner is. You know what I mean? Someone asked me if I was polyamorous, and like, no, you know, I don't really think I have the skills for that, right? I think dating openly is a little bit similar, except for I'm not with someone, right? But when I'm like, you know, vibing with someone and I'm like, hey, I'm also, you know, dating others, like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not really out here in these streets. I think when people hear that, they think that like I'm just like have like 6 people that I'm going on dates with or whatever, and it's really just not like that. It means that I might be getting to know someone, but I'm not a promiscuous girl, whatever you want. You feel me? That's not me. It's really just saying that like, hey, I'm a secure person and I don't feel like I own you or you me, and if you have things that you want to do to make you happy, I'm going to support that. And I hope that we are grown and have communication. And if we run into any issues, that we just talk about it and we vibe or whatever. And that's kind of what I'm going for. You know what I'm saying? Someone asked me how I feel about my ex getting engaged, and I honestly am genuinely so happy for her. And this is when you really know that you love somebody for real, right? It's because it's not about what you have with them. Do you love that person in general? Like when they go off into the world and like life doesn't have to do with you and you really genuinely are so happy and supportive of them. And I feel like her and I have been that. We have literally communicated through all of this time of us not dating anymore and like been there for each other through our dating situations, our love life, family stuff, and even work stuff. I was just talking with her the other day about work stuff, and honestly, he's a cool dude. And like, she's grown a lot within that relationship. So anyways, I'm genuinely so happy for her. Yo, a lot of people ask me about this dating show that I was on, and listen, you guys, if I had something that I was proud of, that I felt like was done right and done by good people, I would share it with you. And that's all I want to say, because I don't want to give that any clout. And like, yeah, if y'all watched it, the situation, I didn't watch it. So, but what I do know is that the situation that panned out at the end didn't pan out for me in real life. So, that's it. That's all I have to say about that. My best friend and I were still able to maintain our friendship, and that's all that matters to me. But listen, y'all, I don't want to talk bad about it, even though I have a lot to say. But I just don't want to give that any clout or support. You feel me? How do you deal with jealousy? I am not a jealous person. Obviously, like if I'm able to be in an open situation, I'm not a jealous person at all. And this kind of goes back to what I was saying at the beginning of the video, right? Like you don't own people and they don't own you. You know what I'm saying? Like you making the choice every day to be with that person is a big deal. And so if you just think about life like that, like you are an individual, I am an individual. Can you step out of yourself and care about that person and what they want and need? And are they doing that for you? That's kind of what I think is a great partnership. And so I need to be with someone that's not, jealous, or because I see jealousy as insecurity. So if you're secure in yourself, you're not jealous because you're not worried about the next person. You're focused on what is actually important and what will keep y'all's connection thriving. Can I get a game to that? Someone said, rate yourself with kissing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I think I'm a good kisser. I've gotten great reviews from everybody. All I'm gonna say about this is that I would say 6 out of 7 of the last girls that I have made out with say I'm one of the best kissers they've ever kissed. So do with it what you want. A lot of people were asking me about my hair, so let's talk about it, y'all. This is something that I don't like to talk about much. I've mentioned this on videos in the past, but I have my reasons. I feel like growing up and being at white schools and my hair being a center of topic every day because it turns into an afro at the end of the day really made me have a strong disconnect from my hair. And it's sad to say, right? I'm mad that other people made me feel a certain way, but I think when you have a mother that has very different hair from you and you don't really have anyone to like tell you what's up, you know what I'm saying? My dad finally put his foot down and had us going to black hair shops, and then we started modeling for black hair shows, which were really cool. But because of that is why we found like hairstyles that made sense. And for me, I realized that protective styles made sense for me. It kept my hair clean and neat and not having to worry about it or be a topic of conversation, especially because I was an athlete. So I think that that was always the thing that I loved the most. Now, my hair right now. Okay, so I got locks years ago, right? And I didn't like how they turned out. I did them like really small, and I just didn't like it. It didn't fit me. So after a couple months, I combed them out. I lost a lot of hair. And one of my friends was like, let me do faux locks for you because you can grow your hair back and it'll give you the look that you're looking for. And honestly, I just fell in love with it. I loved it. I've had protective styles my whole life, right? And so to have a protective style be exactly what I wanted, it kind of just made sense for me, right? So I've just been keeping it because it's really dope because I can have the look and then take my hair out every couple months and then wash and scratch my head. Is really dope. But I've been planning on putting my hair back into locks, especially because nowadays there's new technology, right? So if I feel like my hair hasn't grown out as like where I want it to be, like in a certain spot, they can add extensions on it and I can cut it off as it grows. So I'm really excited about that. I'm just trying to find someone that's really, really dope. So if you know someone, put in the comments below, please. When it's difficult to find the strength to go on, where do you draw your strength from? And y'all, this is so real. I'm gonna be real with y'all for a minute. I have been in a functional depression like all year. This year has been one of the hardest years I've ever had, and in just so many ways. I mean, that's the thing, it hit me in so many ways. Friendships, family issues, you know, my love life has been, I don't know, dramatic for no reason. Work has been terrible. I mean, I went from a couple years of being like what I felt like was really successful, and this year, like almost everything that I do within that industry, it's been really hit hard, right? Anti-LGBTQ bills, and that's making brands want to pull out, especially from giving to LGBTQ creators. This was the worst Pride season I've ever seen in my life. Affirmative action also negatively affected a lot of stuff because a lot of companies like fired their DEI people, and so their diversity and inclusion is not as important to them anymore. And I was consulting for some companies, but also because of that, they don't pour into diverse people if they don't have to anymore. The strike in LA has literally affected so many of us. It's not just the actors and writers, right? The producers, which I've been producing projects, as well as influencers, because a lot of us got paid to promote movies, right? Or go to premieres and things like that. And so I had to turn down a lot of deals that I really needed. So anyways, this year has been hard. I'm learning how to get out of the depression and that moment when things are just really, really hard, because I can't even tell you how many days I'm like, I just want to give up, right? And I breathe and I remember, you know, certain things that make me happy and certain things that I can do to get out of the hole that I'm in, and I just kind of have to shake it off and go for it, and it's not easy. Yesterday I tried to make this video and there were some things that just were really frustrating about it, and then like I had a moment where it frustrated me so much I sat there and just cried, just because I've had a really hard week of just everything feeling like it's going wrong and the universe like coming for me. And so I ended up just being like having grace for myself, and then because I was so frustrated and I cried, I just literally was like, nah, go to bed, lay down, watch something that, you know, some trash TV that'll take your mind off of things and start over tomorrow. And that's really what I did. I woke up like having a list of things that are gonna make me happy and put a smile on my face, and that's really how I'm getting through, y'all. I'm not hitting up a lot of my friends like I used to and needing them or asking for them to like make me feel better. I'm trying to do it literally on my own. And that's been hard, but also I guess rewarding, because it feels good that I'm like able to do it on my own. I think one of the weirdest things for me is that this year has been very successful in certain ways. I've been recognized and honored and put into really awesome positions, but then financially and with, you know, stuff going on in my family and friendship and love life, it's just like, whoa, you know, it's just hard to find balance. But then if you focus on those good things that you do have, I feel like that also just helps my mindset. You know what I mean? Do you have other goals or aspirations beyond being an influencer or a content creator? Absolutely, y'all. And let me just tell you that being a content creator, influencer is not easy. Oh my God, I think that's one of the things that stressed me out the most, is that this industry is so inconsistent, right? You can be making all this money on one of the platforms and the platform just takes it away from you. And then you gotta go build again somewhere else. And that in-between time really messes with your mental. And that's happened to me so many times over these years. And it's just really hard to kind of just, you know, stay afloat or feel safe. You feel me? Like, oh, I'm good for a little bit. Because like, it's like, you always got to be on your toes. Anyways, that's how I feel. That's how it is for me as a diverse creator, right? I'm not a specific creator, a specific niche that I think probably they might not have those problems, but it seems like everybody does. So because of that inconsistency, I've been trying to move out of it, but still do it obviously because I enjoy it. Try to move into other industries where I can make a living so that I don't have to like lean on this, because doing that is very stressful. So yeah, I've been blessed to do a bunch of things. I'm just trying to find out how that can benefit me financially. I'm on boards and councils and commissions, and it's really dope because I'm able to be in positions of power to make a positive impact for my communities, which is awesome. That's always what I wanted to do. And so now I'm at the place where people are wanting me to move into a political position, and I'm debating on it because I'm like, how much they make? You feel me? But no, for real though, I'm just trying to figure out if like I can make change. You know, there needs to be 800 of me's, you know, across the globe. Not even just me's, but people that can really make a change and like quiet this other side a little bit. You know what I mean? Like I can go on with that for days. But yeah, I do have other aspirations. I've been producing projects and I really love that. I love being able to tell a story, because you guys know I like to tell a story, right? But as far as with editing and putting things in certain places and being able to pull back from a project and like look at the whole thing and be able to tell a story, I love that. And I'm actually good at it, I feel like. We gonna see. Okay, there's a lot of questions about who I date. Would I date a woman with children? Do I date plus size women? And what is my type? All right, let's go. I like women. I have very much dated people that have considered themselves plus size women. I have dated women with kids. Yeah, I mean, I'm open. Like I said, I like women's, not men's. Would I ever be in a public relationship again? Yeah, I think so. I feel like I can only hide it for so long, but I guess I'm at the point where I don't really want to show anything until I know it's real. You know what I mean? I've like said on some panels and podcasts before, it's like, oh, until I'm engaged or married, right? We'll see, because if the vibe is good and I feel like it's a real thing and I feel like it's something healthy I want to share with people, that's what I'm gonna do. You feel me? A lot of people are asking why Case isn't making videos or when we're gonna make videos and stuff again together. Y'all, we have just been busy. I can't even tell y'all. Stevie has a lot going on in her life, and Krissa and her wife are always busy and always traveling. Easy is on her entrepreneur trip and she's got a lot going on. And I've also had a lot going on, especially all my political stuff, because I feel like every time that they have an event, I have a political thing and then, you know, whatever. And so we really try to be there for each other as much as possible. But then when we are able to meet up, we just meet up and catch up with each other and eat, because one thing that we decided to emphasize is our friendship. Like, we want to make sure that we stay friends, because doing content in a group can cause some turmoil. And so there's been some headbutts in the past or whatever. And we wanted to make sure that we stepped away from that and said, yo, no matter what, we're friends. So let's focus on that. And that's what we've been doing. But I know that when we all get back in the city and like have some time, we're gonna start creating for y'all again, for sure. Where do you see yourself in the next 10 years? I feel like that's a deep one, right? Because I feel like my next 3 to 4 years, 5 to 7 years, and 10 years all could possibly look one way or another, right? It's that I either move out of LA and I go enjoy my life on like a farmish type vibe, right? And just kind of keep to myself and do whatever I gotta do, or I am a politician and I'm really trying to fight. And I really just think about that every day. It's really like, I'm about to move to Mexico. You can get a farm, you know what I'm saying? Or, dang, should I listen to the advice from this congresswoman, this senator, and, you know, put myself in the position to run? Yeah, so it's either or. And that's where I see, like I said, 3 to 4 years, 5 to 7, or 10 years. It's all right there. What do y'all think? If you had the power to change 3 things in the world, what would it be? Ooh, man, I remember somebody asked me this one time when I was drunk, and I just had it right there. But I think, number one, I would change the government system. I think this 2-party system is not working, because even though we have other parties, it never matters, because it's so unbalanced. But this two-party system going back and forth with each other, I honestly am getting to the point where I feel like it's all corrupt and they all like work together to make things, you know, seem more complicated than it needs to be, to like push whatever agenda that they want to push at that point in time. And I'm just tired of it. All of it needs to come down and just start over. And I also feel like that about policing. I also think, and I hate that corporations have run this country for way too long. And this is the problem with baby boomers. Baby boomers, I'm sorry, y'all. Actually, I'm not sorry. Y'all did nothing but bad to this country. Y'all came and you made the babies and you got your houses and you created the American dream. Cool, but guess what else you created? The life of convenience and fast food and terrible food and bad quality of food and treating the planet terribly and not caring about how food is treated and manufacturers and all this, and preservatives and red color and yellow color and all this trash. Y'all did that. And now we're trying to undo it, but it's hard because y'all got all the money. It's crazy. Corporations run this country. Back when they cared about the middle class and they were feeding into the middle class because that was the majority class, right? Is when this country thrived. There was not that many rich people or billionaires, right? And there was not that many that you would consider in the poor category. And now, middle class is diminishing. All the billionaires are only given into their other billionaire friends. And there's more and more unhoused humans and people that are considered in the poor category. And it's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. We lost all humanity. Obviously, policing is ridiculous. It was built on slave patrol. And I think that that culture still is embedded deep. And especially when it comes to cash bail or being put in the system in general, go to court, all of that, it's very unequal and unjust and it's bullshit. You feel me? So those are things that I would undo first, but I have a lot on my list, y'all. Dang, I forgot to answer this earlier, but there's so many questions asking what type of girl that I like. I don't know, I guess. It's like I have so many ways to answer that, but then I don't know, right? Because have I been right in the past? I'm not sure, you know? But really, I would love an independent woman and someone that's as like caring, thoughtful, and nurturing as me. I would love to see what it would be like to date someone that pours into someone else as much as I pour into someone. I would love to see that and feel that. And in some way, a little bit, I feel like I deserve that. So I would love to experience that. Someone emotionally stable that can pop back and forth from being in their emotions to thinking logically and like being able to like help with certain situations. That would be great. Someone that's adventurous and outgoing and fun and funny. I feel like I'm not asking for too much. Am I asking for too much? What's the one thing that you wish you did better in previous relationships? I wish that I left. Quicker than I did. This is not bad on them. I wish that I realized that it was over before I put more and more and more time into it, right? I was the type of person that I'll fight for something because, like I said earlier, it's hard for me to get into a situation where I really like love and vibe and care about someone. So then when I'm there, I'm stuck. You know what I mean? And I don't want to be stuck anymore. I want to get to the point where I'm just like, oh, wow, okay, this isn't working. I can't do this more, and walk away and just save both of us, you know? So that's what I want to do better. Someone asked me if I have a potential love interest. I mean, I do. I have someone that I've been into. There's been some troubles within that. I think just both of us getting on the same page, which has been very understanding on both of our points, because from my point of view, because I understand her, and you know, even if things don't happen the way I would like it to happen, I understand why she moves the way she moves or the decisions that she makes. And it seems like when I share from my point of view, she gets it as well. And my hope is that one day we are on the same page at the same time, because I feel like there's potential there. What's the most impactful lesson you learned from a friendship? I think, I can't say the impactful lesson, but one of the things that I've learned the most about friendship is that it should be safe, you know? I gain the most from my friends that I feel comfortable around, where I can just feel like, where I don't feel like I'm constantly on edge having to entertain them or talk to them. I wanna be in a room with my friend and we both be on our phones and we talk to each other and then we can vibe and just, you know what I'm saying? Like that to me is what's a fulfilling friendship, is like when there's no pressure and there's just love, understanding, support, and comfortability. You feel me? How is my relationship with my mom, and do I spend time with my mom's side? I feel like y'all are asking me because I go to Houston a lot and I see my cousins a lot from my dad's side, and I always just have been super close to them. There's a couple cousins on my mom's side that I'm super close to. I talk to my mom every once in a while, and yeah, we're cool. We're just not as close as my dad and I are. And there was just some things that we disagreed on once I got to be an adult, but I love her and care for her. I just rarely go back to the city where my mom and her side of the family live, but they're very supportive of all my stuff and my content. And there are some people in her side of the family that I don't get along with or don't feel like treated us great growing up. So I just kind of keep my distance, but it's healthy boundaries. You feel me? I think my dad, as well as my dad's side, just have always just understood me a little bit more. And that's it. Like, that's it. Nothing crazy, you know? I've had some healing I've had to do with that, and with my mom. I've talked about that in videos before. And so I've healed and I am good now. So we're cool. Yo, there was so many people asking about my skin and my skin routine. I'm gonna do a video for y'all. I got y'all, okay? If there's any other questions that you guys wanna ask me that I missed, please put in the comments below. And if y'all like longer form videos, please also tell me in the comments below. If there's certain videos that you wanna see from me or certain topics, all you gotta do is let me know. Please also put that in the comments below. And I love y'all so much. I hope that you received me and know that I was being honest with you guys. I always just wanna be an open book and be vulnerable. I want to be your big little sis, so you know when you need advice, or you know if you ever feel alone, I got you. You feel me? Know that I'm here. Anyways, I love y'all so much. I'll see you soon with more videos. Peace. Stay amazing. Stay amazing. Stay amazing.